Hello everyone, and welcome to issue 11 of our newsletter. This is an exclusive video for our email subscribers. Before we begin, I'd just like to take a moment to thank you for supporting the channel. Also, Happy New Year everyone. Hope you are all well rested and ready to get back to it. Needless to say, this channel has got back with a bang. There's last week, 4 out of 5 days streaming every night. Not just on our channel, but Brotherhood of the Dice as well. Did 2 role-playing sessions in a row, so yeah, talk about having like a week off and then just getting straight back into it. No messing about, but that's how I like to roll. But yeah, that's what I enjoy doing. And needless to say, January's not going to be any different. So first of all, Sunday the 7th of January, Cameron, Chris and Shay from Shay's Rants going to be joining us, and we're going to be doing the Toxic Avenger movies. So that's all 4 movies. The plan is we'll talk about them, and then the next thing we'll do is the animated series, and then following that we'll look at the computer game. Shay had actually reached out to us on the Slasher app, and we're going to be joining him in his channel in February to have a look at the Hellraiser series. So once I get the link for that, I'll update you. Right then, Tuesday the 9th of January, we are back with the Alien role-playing game. So we're going to be starting the next this is session 6. We're going to be starting the Destroyer of Worlds section of the Dracona Strain trilogy. Yeah, that's a lot of words. But yeah, we're moving into the second act of the whole thing. So kind of the fallout of what happened in the Kronos and see where it goes from there. So that'll be fun. That's obviously with Brotherhood of the Dice and Infinite Monkey Tales. So once again, good to have them guys back on the channel. Thursday, 11th of January, Dale and I will be continuing our Sir Peter Jackson series, and we're going to be doing King Kong. That's going to be an interesting one. I haven't seen that in ages, and I don't think I've watched it that many times, to be honest, so it'll be good to revisit that there and then come in with a fresh perspective. Because it is, when you're doing reviews, you do go in with a different mindset, and what you might have missed before, or what you weren't paying attention to, or just playing it in the background, you know, when you're watching it to review, you're actually concentrating, so it does give you a new appreciation for the film. So be interesting to see what I think about it after all these years. Then Monday the 15th of January, of course, Steve and I are continuing with the Amicus series of films, and we're going to be doing Torture Garden. Already, that's 1967, I believe it was. So we're going further back in time. So far we've noticed that apart from those 2 really strange, like they were non-movies, I don't know what they were, but apart from those, quality's for the time especially is pretty decent with these. They're good storytelling, and even the effects aren't horrible. You know, they do make an effort, but these are definitely made in a shoestring. You know, there's no ifs, buts or maybes. We're near drawing the close of that series, so obviously we'll need to think of something else, because it's good. It's good doing these little series with my guests, because it gives us something to look at, not just an individual, but overall in terms of, be it director or studio, what the style is and what the similarities are, and can you recognise the beats. Like I said, it's always good. It's good to look into the movies with this perspective. Gives you definitely more of appreciation for them. Then carrying on, Tuesday the 16th of January, I'm going to be joined by Chris and Levi from Tremor Saga channel. We're going to be doing a retrospective of the 7 movies to date. There's a bit of an interlude before we start into the TV show, so that's the plan. We'll do an interlude. Levi, being absolutely fantastic supporter, has got their own channel. I think there's a couple of them work on it, but Levi's the main one that does the live streams and chats a lot, but being absolute legend, starting to, you know, taking time out to be on the chat while we are streaming, especially considering time difference. Results, really appreciate it. So good to have him on board. We're just going to have a laugh, and we're going to riff on the movies and the good parts, the bad parts. Yeah, towards the end there's definitely a lot of bad parts, but we'll have to remember why we love the franchise in the first place. So yeah, that'll be a good chat, and yeah, hope you all tune in for that one, because that will be a lot of fun. Then Monday the 22nd of January, Steve and I are going to be doing The Russian Bride. If you noticed during our last review, that just came up in conversation about that movie. Steve's watched it. He thinks it's a good one for me to have a look at, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do a random movie in between the series. So yeah, we'll just peg that one in to get it done and have a look at it. Stand by for more of those. That's what we're going to do. As well as in the series, try and get folks to just pop on now and again. You all know what I look like. You all know what I sound like. It's nice sometimes just to have someone else on, just that I'm not just talking into a camera as well. It's nice to actually have a bit of feedback and somebody to talk to and just turn into this thing. But yeah, it's always fun. Hope you enjoy the guests, and also make sure you support their works. Like, everyone has a channel of their own. Obviously we'll stick it up in the description and the comments, so make sure you support them, because they give their time to be on here as well. So not really much to do. Is it just a wee click and like those typey clicky things are all over the show, right? And then round off the month, well, so far, as you know, this list is always expanding. This is just what we've got planned so far. So Monday the 29th of January, back with Steve again, and we're concluding the Amicus anthology films with Dr. Tara's House of Horrors, and that's another one. It's got Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee in the same scenes together acting, so it's going to be good. But what can I say? It's Christopher Nolan's Peter Cushing in a movie together. Where last one we were kind of duped because they're both in different stories, even though it was the same anthology. So poster very misleading, but still it's funny. But yeah, there you go. That is it for the moment. Obviously, that does not preclude anything that pops up. That's why I do this on a weekly basis, because there's going to be more streams added in. We haven't even booked the TalkSpot yet. We're still planning that one out. And that's also not mentioning any guest appearances coming up. Next Wednesday, I'm back with a Brotherhood of the Dice, the Wednesday group, and we're going to be starting Helter Skelter. That's a Call of Duty adventure. In fact, I will stick that. I've got the link for that. I'll stick it on the email so you can be primed for that. Problem with Twitch is it doesn't, like YouTube, I can put a stream up. You can click on the link, you can go to it, and you can hit the notify button. Twitch kind of doesn't work like that, so you just kind of have to be aware of when it's coming. And obviously, I'll send a reminder. Keep an eye on the channel as well, because I send out posts via social media. I'll do a community post, obviously, on YouTube, but we're part of a plethora of various different social media apps, so you can get your news in different ways. Obviously, this email, this is another mechanism. Just to let you know what we're doing. The reason I started this was a lot of people were coming going, oh, I didn't know about that stream. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, if I knew about that, I would have turned up live. So this is just a method of keeping everybody up to date, and then making sure as well when there's people in the chat, it really does bring it alive. Like, I can't stress enough the difference between like this, recording, speaking to an entry camera, and actually having somebody to engage with in the chat, or having a guest. I think if you saw our last TalkSpot episode, Cameron and I were talking about that. Just this last year, just the chat's really blown up, and it's absolutely fantastic to see. It does give it a whole life, and just lets us know as well that we're not just speaking into either. But there you go. As you can see, plenty so far, and we're only beginning the year. So keep up to date with the channel, do the type of clicky things. Until next time, keep it creepy, keep it horrific.